With all the world traveling and experiences, which sport would you say is the most uniquely challenging when it comes to providing sports nutrition advice? I realize this is probably a tough
Hmm.
question since it's an opportune one because you've worked with so many different Olympic sports teams and individuals. So I thought I'd ask you this one.
Yeah. I think I'm going to say combat sports again, our weight class athlete, just because for the same reason about this athlete we were discussing a bit earlier about cutting a certain amount of weight in a short amount of time with no history, no information about this athlete, not really knowing like what has this athlete done in the past, what has worked well. I think it's been like every games there's an athlete coming to me and asking like, okay, I need to cut weight, it's not going really well, what should I do? And sometimes you're always a bit surprised, like, oh, you're this is the games and you should be a bit more prepared. But hey, I'm happy to help you. We'll do everything we can, because you want to be involved in the athlete, but you also don't want to hurt their performance.
Mm,
And you have a very, very limited amount of time. And you also have this sport who's waiting for their sandwich because there's no food at the venue. And then you have another request from another sport where there's three vegetarian athletes and there's no food for them at the venue. So you have to like juggle with a bunch of requests.
mm,
And sometimes they're all coming at the same time. And you're like, okay, you have 3 kilos to lose. I need to do this and this first, and then I'm with you. So it's like spreading the amount of work. Um, what is the priority, and who needs to come in first? But I'd say definitely weight class athlete and athletes who have severe allergies, for the Beijing game, for instance, peanut allergy, celiac athletes. Vegetarian will be quite fine. Like once we're in the village, usually we eat really well. There's no issues at all. But it's once we go out venues or outside accommodations that we don't have the same type of food. So
mhm.
this is where sometimes it's a bit more challenging, and this can be in any sports.